Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of the StyleShaker, your guide to green and clean beauty. Today I'm back with a review for the Kahina Giving Beauty Restorative Serum. This used to be just called Serum. Now it has the word restorative in front of it. I tried it for a couple of weeks and I'm doing a skincare review for you guys. So if you want to see how well this performed and if I would purchase it again, then stick around and let's get into it. Heads up, if you're going from toxic to non-toxic and have no clue where to start, check out my free green beauty guide back on the website. It's the one pager I wish I had when I first started out. In the meantime, don't forget to like this video and make sure you subscribe so you never miss another one. First things first, I do want to tell you that I received this as a gift. As always, I give you my honest reviews on anything that I receive. I told Kahina Giving Beauty that if they send it to me, they have to be cool with me being 100% honest upfront with you guys, and they were very okay with that. So here's a brief rundown on this serum. It is $98. Not cheap, it's skincare. Supposed to reduce inflammation, deeply moisturize the skin and prevent moisture loss. It's supposed to brighten the skin and fade pigmentation, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, evens out the skin tone, repairs sun damage, and they mention it's an excellent alternative to retinol palmitate, which is a synthetic version of vitamin A that you'll see out there. 100% of the ingredients are from natural origin. And they have a whole slew of certifications that are on their website. First question, how do the ingredients look here? The ingredients looked great until I got to the end of the list where it says, it has a little bullet point or a little asterisk next to them that says naturally occurring compounds. This is their way of saying these are naturally occurring within this formula, and those rated pretty badly on EWG. So before I automatically jump to the, oh my god, this says it's clean and it's not conclusion, this is a perfect example of when you want to reach out to the brand. What they said was, these are not added ingredients. This is the gist of it. They wrote me a lot. I'll put it below. These are just potential allergens that are a part of essential oil. They are required to list it in accordance with EU regulations, not US law. So they also mention a lot of different formulas will contain this, but oftentimes people in the US do not have to even disclose it. So they said they're kind of going a step above and beyond to make sure that we're aware that although these aren't added ingredients, these are a part of the essential oils that are in this mix. Another very interesting thing is they said the amount of these ingredients in this formula are minuscule. It is below or at 0.01%. So when you look at EWG and you see a 7 and it's a potential human allergen, you have to ask that question, like, if that's the first thing on the ingredients list, then we might have an issue here. These are the extra layers that, yes, it's a pain in the butt to find out more information on, but that's why I'm doing this for you, so you don't get really confused and just walk away from something that might be fantastic for your skin, or just jump to a conclusion and then write off a brand when in fact that might not be the real story. Also, they're eco certified. I was actually asked a question recently to do a whole thing on certifications. I have to learn up there, like I'd have to research a bit more, but eco certified I know is one of the strictest certifications you can receive out there. So that for me personally was something that I trusted and I can believe in. Just wanted to let you know that piece of information as you're making the decision for yourself. So at the end of the day, they gave me loads of information and they were very transparent with me, and they actually returned my email without me having to tap on them again, which, you guys, brands just have not been doing that. And I ask a lot of questions, but like even just one email, they should be able to respond without me getting back to them in a week and being like, hello. So I didn't have that problem here. Customer service was fantastic. And now you know the drill on ingredients. I will have all of that posted on the scorecard back on the website. Okay, so how does this feel? What's the texture like? How does it apply? It feels lightweight, but there is still an oily element to it. You know, you can feel that moisturization and that emollient element to it. I wouldn't say it's the lightest weight that I've tried and applied to my skin. It has to sit on there for a little bit to soak in, and for me it never really fully soaked in, but it didn't feel oily. It just felt, you could feel it. I could feel it on top of my skin. Overall though, it was very smooth and very lightweight, but I'm very sensitive to just textures and such, so I could feel a little bit of moisture on the skin in a different way from like a cream moisturizer, but it wasn't a deterrent, so I'm just smelling it. It smells really good, I think. It wasn't a ding or anything like that. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard. Okay, so how is the scent? It is slightly fruity, but not really super fruity. It is very calming to me. I like it. It is very evident. You can smell it. But I found myself midway through this process applying this at night. I'd be like, oh, okay. It sort of sets the stage for me to go to sleep. Was exactly what they said. They're like, it's a calming scent, yada, yada, yada. I found it to be like a cup of chamomile, to be honest with you. I'm a very big fan of this scent. It's very subjective, but I didn't feel like it was super overpowering. Still, it is evident, it is there, you will smell it. On the scorecard, I did give it a 5 out of 5 because I loved it. It didn't linger for too long, but I'm a fan. Is it non-irritating? I've tried a lot of different serums and I found it to be non-irritating. I had no breakout. When I try makeup, I usually don't suffer from a lot of breakouts. When I try skincare, my skin doesn't like to be messed around with. I have combination skin and it has a lot of unevenness that can get really kind of pronounced if it's fussed with. So I try not to mess around with it too much. For example, if I'm using this, I'm not using a lot of other things on there. I do not believe in the 15-step skincare routine. This is certainly more. When I use something like this, if my skin doesn't like it, I will see it. There are essential oils in here, things that are noted on there, like I talked about previously, that could affect highly sensitive skin types. I did not find that to be an issue at all. There's also such a small percentage of it that I'm not really surprised. So for that, it received a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard. Performance. Does it do what it says it's gonna do? This is the important one. Okay. As you know, or if you don't, I should tell you, I believe in taking a holistic approach to skincare. So I feel that I'm using this and eating fast food every day. This doesn't have a chance in hell on my skin to improve it. But if I'm using this and I'm eating pretty well and I'm hydrating and all the rest of it, then I should be able to control that variable, which has a huge effect on skin. So I can see, hopefully, this is the theory, whether or not this is really performing and working. So I'll just go through the promises that they made about the product. The first one was moisture loss. Did it prevent moisture loss? My skin didn't look plump in any way. It did look healthy, but I didn't see any marked difference there. I just saw my skin looking moisturized. The one weird thing about this was I ended up getting a couple of random dry patches like right here, like in the lower portion of my face. So I stopped applying it right around here and it helped. I don't know what that was, but it's something that I saw and it was the opposite of moisturizing. So it could have just been that one of the oils was drying for this portion of my face. I mean, I don't know. I am not a dermatologist. I'm just telling you my personal experience with this. So you can be empowered to make your own decision, okay? Still, did it prevent moisture loss? That wasn't the standout quality for me. As for fine lines and wrinkles, I also did not see a very large difference. And again, I used this for 2 weeks. I asked the brands if I'm testing skincare if 2 weeks is long enough or if it should be a month. So I confirmed, they said 2 weeks is fine here. Fine lines and wrinkles, they weren't significantly diminished. They looked okay. I don't really have a before and after that shows a very large difference, or else I would put it up here. So for this, again, it wasn't a standout for me and my skin. The last part of this promise was that it has brightening and evening out of skin tone. That is where I saw some results. So within 2 weeks, I saw a little bit more even surface. I have a before and after to show you, and then an overall sense of brightening to the skin. Was it huge? No. Was it subtle and like something I could show you and feel decent about showing you here as a result? Yeah. So I think the standout for me was the evening out of skin tone and the brightening, and I really did think it was moisturizing. I just didn't see it holding on to moisture, but that's just me. So my overall score for performance is a 3 out of 5 on the scorecard. Next, is this a consciously created product? Yes, 150%. They really think it through. They put a lot of care, time, and attention into their formulas, how they're created, all of it. I am very impressed with this brand. I continue to be impressed with this brand. I'm giving them a 5 out of 5 for that on the scorecard. And the final question, would I buy this again? Well, it was a gift. Lucky me. Thank you guys. I so appreciate Kahina Giving Beauty for sending me this serum. I probably wouldn't purchase this one now that I've tried it. I would, however, instead go back to their argan oil, which I found to be very effective, and my skin really, really liked it. The results also were a little bit more dramatic there as opposed to this. So it received a 2 out of 5 on that question. Because I'm staying within the brand, if I buy something else like this, it again would be their argan oil. I really found this to be kind of a pleasant ritual to add into my evening. I used it twice a day, but I really liked using it at night. The texture was great. It just didn't create enough of a dramatic shift in my skin to say, oh my God, it was a hands down winner. And that is all I have for this review of the Kahina Giving Beauty Restorative Serum. The total score here was a 23 out of 30. Solid score. You know all the things now, so hopefully you can make the best decision for you. Again, I will post the Kahina Giving Beauty brand response to the ingredients there and on the scorecard. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys right back here real soon. Until then, bye.